What's up, everybody? Circus here, coming at you with the Rye report, and we thought we'd mix it up a little bit today because Rye likes to mix it, and I like going up. So we thought we'd do the Casey Cup report instead of tournament reports because Rye
Yeah.
said there's so much stuff going on in tournaments you can't keep up with it. So we're not even gonna try.
Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of tournaments got canceled from DLE, from DLM, from everywhere just because of KC Cup, because everyone wants to play in KC Cup. It's the chance to go to Worlds. And they've been releasing these really nice. They call them the KC Cup reports, where they show you the top 30 most played cards, skills, etc. etc. They break it down and by first stage, second stage. So it's a lot of cool information in there, especially considering that whenever you look at previous KC reports, usually things that are like, for example, balance was the most used skill last time, and that was hit. So
Right. So this might
it's a
give us
pretty good
some
indication.
some insight, right? Okay.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, let's just skip right to second stage because that's the important one, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting if you do look at first stage versus second stage. This Casey Cup,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty much the same, minus like I
Oh,
think
is it?
Destiny
Okay.
Draw was used a little bit more in first stage, which is usually not the case. Usually in first stage, you get like some of the more different cards, free to play cards, and then
Right.
for example, like last Casey Cup, Book of Moon was nowhere in the top 30, and then Book of Moon was like number 5 in the
Oh,
second
okay.
stage. But this one, very
Very
clearly,
similar. Okay.
there was two best decks, and they were very similar. So.
Let's find out.
Oh
Could it be?
my,
Oh,
look at
what a surprise.
oh my goodness. Oh, the first
FA
inaugural,
mock. Look at that.
arguably still a Blue Eyes card because there were so many Blue Eyes FA. I don't know why. It's so
Right.
bad.
Yep. Levianeer,
um
because that's getting mixed in with Dark Lords now. That's
yeah,
not Thunder Dragons, right?
that's not Thunder Dragon. That's Dark Lords.
Yep. So we're
Sphere
seeing
Karibo
there's
is
Automata. It's way
position.
down here
Yeah.
outside of the top
But
10.
it's hilarious how this is basically reflecting the power rankings. Even though the power
Yeah.
rankings is a side
Oh,
deck format, it's still reflected in the same exact way.
yep.
Blue Eyes, Dark Lords, Automats, Harpy, literally in the
Harpies,
same
and then
order.
yeah.
It's literally the same order.
And then Cyber
It's,
Dragons, yeah.
this meta is so linear and small
Yep.
brain that it doesn't matter what format you play, as long as you don't ban cards or skills. These are the decks that are going to be on
Yeah,
top. This is
exactly.
how
I
it
mean,
is. This is how it is.
there's
But yeah,
there's
I
no
mean,
surprise here, right?
yeah, but I mean, I guess the quote unquote surprise is how many of the top spots are occupied by Blue Eyes.
Is
Usually
it
you'll have
is it
like,
though?
because
I mean,
usually
is
it's like,
it? I mean, look at this. I mean, it's
usually
the whole
it's like,
deck, right? It's the whole
yeah, of
deck.
course, yeah, it's literally the whole deck. Usually it's like a couple of Blue Eyes cards and then a couple Dark Lords kind of mixed in. No, literally from 1 to 5 and maybe even 6 is all Blue Eyes
I would say
cards
this is a Blue Eyes card here.
in
Before it would have
ladder,
been in
yeah.
Dark Lords, but definitely I saw a lot of FA Blue
Which
Eyes.
is just awful. Don't play that.
Right.
It's not good.
It's like, hey, you know what we can do? So we
Yeah,
saw.
no, it's
Yeah.
crazy because even people that tried to play anti-meta, like -1 played 3 anti-meta decks, and he still only ended up in third versus the person who just won of like first place Dark Lords. It's just that simple.
Right, right.
Any changes, any cards to counter the no, I just played Dark Lords.
I just played Dark Lords, yeah. Yeah, no surprise here.
Oh
So
my
okay,
god.
let's see what so those are the monsters. Let's see extra deck. Any ideas? You wanna speculate?
Malevolent Sin was first last time. I think it's first this time as well. It's got to be.
And it
Let's go,
is.
Malevolent Sin. It's just super generic. Literally
Yeah.
any deck can make it. Besides, ironically enough, Dark Lords, because they're not playing the tuning skill anymore. But it's great OTK machine,
Yep.
great for taking out other Exceed monsters, materials. Just a strong, generic monster. It's how Vermilion Dragon Mech is kind of the generic synchro
Synchro.
monster of
Yeah.
Gimmick 9. This is basically the Vermilion Dragon Mech of Exceeds.
Yeah.
Significantly easier to make though, so it
Yes.
makes sense that it's there.
And number 2, surprise, surprise, right? Vermilion
And
Dragon
now we
Mech.
get back to the Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malevolent Sin is literally used in every single deck. That's the only way to be Blue Eyes, and then the rest is just Blue Eyes, White Dragon, extra deck monsters.
Yep. Vermilion, Heliopolis,
Yeah,
Azure Eyes, Spirit Dragon,
Abyss Dweller is probably
Twin
the
Burst.
second most generically used card.
Yep.
Harpies use it. Automats can use a lot of decks can use it.
And we're back to Blue
The
Eyes.
Utopia package being there is pretty funny though.
Who would have been using that? Just anybody that had it, just in case.
That's probably why Sphere Karibo was so high. You play the Sphere Karibo and you just try to cheese your opponent with the Utopia package on
Right.
top of that. Makes sense. I know some people have even tried been doing it in Harpies. They put some hand traps in their Harpies and just try to cheese people.
Right. Just take a
That's the
few
thing.
hits and
On
then.
ladder, people are going to swing in. They're not going to not
Right,
swing in.
right.
They're going in.
Okay, now we're getting into some
Elements.
Automat stuff, right? The Bouncer
Yeah.
maybe.
Thunder
Um,
Spark Dragon, just a
Gagaga
good generic
Samurai.
out to Lunalight.
Yep. Deltaros. Who's going
That's
into
from the
that?
that's Dark Lords.
Dark Lords. Yep. Diamond Darwolf. This is more of a generic one, right?
Yeah, so all the rank fours that are generic, they're gonna be up here. Just because
Yeah,
even if you don't use them, they're
they're
still in
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, Gigantic Castle, right?
Gigantic Castle is good to take out Blue Eyes, having that extra attack.
Yep.
Ouroboros is a selection box card, so it's kind of scary that it's 20th place.
That.
It's a lot of whales in this game.
Yep.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is dying, by the way.
Papal Operative. I was kind of
That's being
surprised
used.
this.
That's being used to out the Azure Eyes.
Oh, I
Can get
suppose,
over
yeah, you
3K.
can just boost up with it pretty
Yeah,
quick, right?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
There we go. Finally, there she is.
There's
The
Cyber
Harpy.
slash Harpy. Yeah.
And then, oh, look at
A
this.
lot of
Yep.
Cyber Dragons. Yeah.
Cyber Dragons. This, I don't know why everybody puts this in, but you never see anybody use it. You know what
It's
I mean?
right now the best use is for Neos builds.
Mhm.
For the second effect, target one non-effect monster, special
Right.
summon it. So you can bring back your Neos in a very generic manner, and then Brave Neos again if you have it. That's usually what you mostly used for. I personally think extra deck spaces are a little too tight though to play him, so I don't personally play him.
I see in
Because
my auto dueling, the AI will bring back my Gem Knight Pearl using Daigusto Emerald.
hey,
with
the
it.
big
Yeah.
brain plays, man. That's a lot
Yeah.
of attack points. No, for me, it's like, oh, what are you going to drop? Diamond Direwolf, Thunder Spark. Like all these are still good cards I would rather have instead of just another Brave Neos. So
Right. Right.
I stuck to that instead.
Oh, let's see. Cyber Dragons. What's this? What is it? Who plays this?
That
Sky
is
Prison.
actually that can be played in pretty much Thunder Dragons. Anything
Okay.
Blue Eyes can make it as well. It's a really good counter because you can't be destroyed by card effects,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets like a bunch of defense points because of its first effect. So it kind of just stalls the game out for you.
Okay. And then Onimaru,
It was like
obviously.
everywhere.
Yep. And then this was hot for a minute, but it doesn't seem as hot anymore.
The problem with Ignar is decks like Automats, for example, can make him, but it takes so many resources, 3 level 6 monsters, that usually you will not, unless you opened up well, you will not have like follow up to actually kill
Right.
someone. And then just an Ignar with no attached materials doesn't do too much.
Right. You're one and
while
done.
yeah, so it's more of a let's hopefully you've done some damage earlier in the duel, and now you're going to finish the duel with him,
Right.
because your opponent just azured into multiple Blue Eyes but has no back row or something. It's just a very specific counter. It's a good card, but it's just kind of hard to make right now.
All right. Let's move on to spells and traps here. Any idea? Lightning Vortex, Cosmic Cyclone.
I haven't actually looked this. I'm gonna say in the top 5 in no particular order. Well, actually, first place it has to be Karma Cut. There's no way
Karma
it's not.
Cut. Okay.
It's got to be. I'm gonna say second place Lightning Vortex, Book of Moon, Flood. Or no, not Floodgate. Fiendish Chain, and then Forbidden Lance.
I'm going to say Hammer Shot's in here somewhere on the top 30.
Hammer Shot. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Karma Cut, Melody of Awakening Dragon,
Why did
Cards
I
of
get-
Consonance.
Why didn't
Yeah.
I guess any?
Yeah, no
sure
Blue
guessed
Eyes,
Blue
yep.
Eyes, yeah. I got 3
Lightning
though. Karma Cut,
Vortex, yeah.
Vortex,
Lance, Cosmic Cyclone, Book of Moon,
That's not.
TTH,
Wow, we're down.
Chain, Ancient
Fiendish.
Rules, Hey Trunade, Regeki Break. Here we go. Dark Lord package, Onomats,
Yep.
Storm. Oh no, I'm not seeing Hammer Shot. I'm not seeing it. There's Floodgate.
Floodgate 21st. That's actually crazy. It's probably because of all the harpies running around though.
Yep. Well, there's the Harpies there.
Yeah, Cyber Dragons.
No, there's no Hammer Shot. Ah,
Hammer
I was
Shot.
hoping.
Imagine that.
But this is all basically like 3 decks here, isn't it?
Pretty much 3 to 4. I mean, the only generic stuff is what? Fiendish, Karma, Cosmic, and those aren't even like that generic these days. Like,
Right.
not many decks. Like the decks playing Karma Cut are Blue Eyes. So
Yeah, I definitely have seen less Cosmic Cyclone just on the ladder. People don't really play it as much. I got Cosmic Cyclone twice in one game. I'm like, what is this man doing? Why is he doing this? We don't do this anymore.
It's hard, man. Like these days, you're playing against like some decks that don't even bother setting card. Like Thunder Dragons. Oh my god, they're everywhere on the ladder, and
Right.
you better believe you're not gonna be able to cause like nothing.
Yep, exactly. So I guess no surprise here. Blue Eyes, Dark Lords, Onomats.
More of the same. More of the same.
Harpies.
Expected.
Yep. All right, top 20 skills. This one's easy, right?
I mean, Ultimate Dragons number
Yep,
1. There's no
gotta
way that
be.
it's not.
And then Onomano Play or whatever, right?
Yeah, probably level augmentation, automato play. Those 3. Yeah, those are top.
All right,
3.
here we
They
go.
gotta be.
Ultimate Dragons, level
Destiny Draw.
Destiny Draw.
Wow.
The surprise one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Destiny Draw is literally the only other playable skill, so.
Yeah, true. Onomano Play. Well, Destiny Draw, that's what? Fire Kings, Luna Lights.
It can be in anything, literally
Well,
anything
I
that
know,
plays
but I'm just
through.
thinking
Yeah,
what's popular that would be in
yeah,
KC Cup.
Luna Lights, Fire King. We saw in the Shiranui build that negative one
Oh yeah,
did.
he did. Yeah,
That's kind of the key behind some builds these days, where it's like your opponent's dumb enough to swing into you when you have Sphere,
right.
so you just play Destiny Draw and win the game because that's really broken.
Yep. Just draw your win con.
Uh,
Tie that binds. That's Harpies. I mean,
yeah,
they probably popularized, I should say. Titan
level triple
Showdown.
K.
That's Evil Eye, right?
Yeah, Evil Eye popping off.
Harpies Hunting Ground. I'm kind of surprised on that
Yeah, I'm
one.
surprised that's at ninth. That's crazy. Balance.
Um.
What the? That's a lot of Trimids for 10th place balance.
Yeah. Uh,
Galaxy. See, I'm thinking that these must have low representation though, because a lot of decks probably just play Destiny Draw and call it a day.
right. A
Because
lot of
let's be
this. Yeah.
who's gonna play? Who's gonna play things like
Master
Master of
Fusion.
Fusion? Bring it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like like these are like a couple of decks. There's no way it's like a
Right.
significant portion of decks. It must be super top heavy with the
Right. I
skills
was gonna
because
say
there's no
like
way.
the first like 5 are like 85%.
Yeah, and
You
the
know.
rest are just the whatever's left
Yeah.
over. I wish they gave us the percentages.
Yep. All right. Oh, these
Maybe
aren't
these
the
are like
actual
sample.
duelist, right? Because if we this isn't third place, right? No, okay, that's not
No, no,
deck.
no.
I
These
was
are just
like,
like
oh, let's look at
yeah.
next decks, but all right. So yeah, that's the KC Cup. It's what we expected, though, right? Basically, 3
It's
decks.
super, yeah. Like for most case, it's crazy. It kind of shows how crazy this meta is because usually we have like a prediction of a couple decks, and then there's like okay, but we all know there's gonna be that one or two deck that slides by because of the tournament
Right.
being single elimination. This tournament really wasn't that, it really was just Blue Eyes and Dark Lord are the best decks, and every other deck just can't compete, and they're just pressuring off every other deck. And then you've got things like Automats and Harpies and Cyber Dragons just OTKing their way and trying to win. And then you've got like a couple of Destiny Draw decks, like Shiranui Destiny Draw, that opponents just play into you and lose. you know,
Yeah.
so it was just a very generic KC Cup. It just kind of like it's one of those KC Cups you look back on and like, yeah, that happened.
I
And
would
then
like to
move
see the
on.
player statistics or whatever, like how many people actually participated
Yeah,
and
that would be
participated
really
over the
cool.
whole weekend or whatever to see how
Yeah,
popular it actually was. But all
yeah.
right,
This is
so
this was the only KC Cup where I was like, I don't even feel like logging in.
yeah, I barely even played. I played like my
Yeah.
4 games a day. 4
I
games
don't
a
even
day.
think I did that.
Eh, I
Oh
don't care
man.
about the gems. Rise a whale. Let's
Oh god.
But so, all right, we did the KC Cup. We've done the report. Now we're just waiting for the ban list.
Yep. And the ban list is probably going to take some of these into account. I mean, definitely the skills. The skills are the easiest thing
Yep.
to hit, right? You look at that, and especially because they have the percentages of use skills, we don't.
Right.
So if they see just a bunch like 85% Ultimate Dragons, bye bye.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna be on ban list watch now. They snuck out the box leaks on us. That will not happen again.
Yep.
We're gonna be not sleeping. We're gonna be up 24 hours a day waiting for the ban
Of
list
course.
now.
Of
So,
course. Of course.
all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. You should get in our Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free. The new player help is free. I'm Circus. That's right.
See ya, YouTube.
And we'll see you next time.